One of the most common questions you hear around a new COD release is what settings should I be using? And if you scroll TikTok or YouTube, you're gonna find a lot of guides, including my own, but most of which don't have the detail, research, or the fine tuning that you need to actually get better at the game. But I think I have a solution for this. I'm gonna go and look at some of the best Call of Duty pros and steal their settings for 24 hours, getting movement settings from players like Shotzzy, aim settings from legends like Scump, and even more, to ultimately see not only if these pro settings can make me a pro player, because if you haven't realized by now, I'm not, and more importantly, to answer a key question. If you copy a pro's settings, will it actually make you better at the game? So ladies and gentlemen, bots and sweats, get your notebooks and your controllers and mice and keyboard out, because class is in session. Now, you guys know having the right settings in a game like Call of Duty is super important, because if you don't have the right graphic controller settings, you might start lagging and struggle with latency. And that's where today's sponsor, ExitLag, comes in critically. So while I'm about to show you a lot of settings in this video, the most important decision you're going to make is downloading and booting up ExitLag, as you can see that I'm loading right now on my computer. ExitLag is an AI optimizer that takes your network connection and routes it to the best possible location. All you guys have to do is just simply turn ExitLag on and it will start a proxy, and then you could just simply add the game Black Ops 7. Even though it just came out, ExitLag already has it. If you want stable ping in Call of Duty, ExitLag is going to help stabilize your connection, which with all of the wall bouncing going on in the game is definitely a necessary addition. With ExitLag, we can even choose a region or server if you want to swap where you're playing, and you can redirect your login automatically using AI. That way you don't even have to think about it. As you guys see here, there's a lot of advanced setting like using local routes first, which just makes the optimization perfect. ExitLag's also doing a Black Friday special where subscribers of my channel can get 50% off and 90 days free, but it's limited time only, so make sure you act quickly and get it for Black Ops 7 and the new Warzone update. Just go to the link in description and pin comment, and once you're there, you can click get it now. Just simply type in the code Black Friday here under your discount and apply, and then you can even sign up under solo, duo, or squad plan. That way you can share this plan with your friends. Thank you so much to ExitLag for sponsoring today's video and being a partner of the channel. And if you do sign up, let me know down in the comments so I can thank you for supporting, and let's get back to the video. We're going to be testing out all these pro settings on a mode that is kind of like Warzone and Black Ops 7, and I'm actually really enjoying that mode, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. But we're starting off here with our own teammate, Lunchtime. This man already got 80K views on a Black Ops 7 settings video, so I feel like these settings are probably going to be pretty good coming from Lunchtime.
So in previous Call of Duties, I was on 1.65. For whatever reason, the sensitivity feels a little bit different in Black Ops 7. On top of that, with the wall jumping, you're going to want to bump this setting up because you're going to have to try to track people that are wall jumping and whatnot. So 1.75 for me is a good place to end up at, but test this out for yourself and see what ends up working out best for you. You can start lower in the range of like 1.5 and slowly bump it up over time. But for me, as somebody who played on 1.65 and 1.65, the last Call of Duty, this Call of Duty, I'm like,
that does make a lot of sense on the track.
Anyways, I swap L1 R1 and L2 R2 because I play Claw.
Okay, yeah, and I'm not playing Claw, buddy.
There than on
Sorry, Lunch.
Going down to controller vibration, I have that on, but with the intensity low, if you play on console, this is something that's important. If you play on PC, not quite as much. You can play on. Really? Doesn't really matter. For dead zone inputs, these are huge for controller. Left stick min, you want this as low as possible. The left stick max, I have this on 70. They did nerf rotational aim assist, but it still kicks in at further ranges, so you want to make sure that.
I'm not doubting my King Lunchtime here, because this guy is like, if you never met Lunchtime, he's just like such a chill, smart dude. And I'm not doubting him here, but I am surprised. One on the dead zones. I mean, I feel like if you have stick drift, this is going to be brutal, but we got to test it.
Your left stick max is lower, and this is so that you reach maximum strafing speed as fast as possible. For the right stick min, you want this as low as possible without getting stick drift. For me, on my Scuff controller, I just have this on 1. They had a TMR6, by the way, to Scuff, so check out my link if you're interested in that. Use code Lunchtime. The right stick max, we have 95. Going over to the aiming tab, you want to go into advanced aiming settings and turn the ADS sensitivity transition timing on instant.
Okay,
by default,
instant.
It's going to be gradual. You want to make sure this is at instant. That
instant
way,
ADS sensitivity,
you're instantly getting the ADS sensitivity, not a gradual change in sensitivity as you're aiming down sight, which is kind of awkward. The aim response curve type, you want to make sure this is
dynamic. Okay.
Some people mess with linear as well, but I prefer dynamic, and I don't mess with the custom sensitivity presume. I feel like 1.75 is perfectly fine, and I don't need any adjustments while ADS. So for
All right, I'm going to start with testing this out, ladies and gentlemen. And then throughout the video, we're going to test out different things like movement setting. And there's also going to be graphic settings and things like that. So by the end of the video, I'm going to make an ultimate conclusion. What are the best controller settings in Black Ops 7? And which of these are clickbait and which of these are fact? All right, so I have changed my settings to match that of lunchtime here. So I'm also going to show you guys some different class setups here that I recommend. I've been using this Peacekeeper here. So I would definitely recommend trying it out, especially on the skirmish mode that we're going to be on. All right. Wow. Okay. I definitely feel like I'm going to have to work on controlling this recoil a little bit more because the sensitivity, ooh, it's like way harder for me to control. I'm used to such a lower sensitivity here. My aim is bouncing all over. I don't really feel the controller vibration. Lunchtime did say this was just for console, so I wonder if it'll make, you know, that much of a difference overall. Let's head into game one. Alrighty, so we're in game one here on skirmish. Now, this is basically like the blackout mode that came early. I've been camo grinding on this mode and playing this mode almost exclusively. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I enjoy this mode a lot more than the multiplayer. It's just something about how there's plates and it kind of, you know, is reminiscent of actually playing Warzone that I've been liking. And it feels like with 20 people on the enemy team, you know, your chance of having like a better time in the lobby is just higher. So you can wingsuit in this mode like this. And yeah, it can feel kind of sweaty, but I've actually been enjoying it. Okay, so far so good. Get on this head glitch.
Enemy UAV established overhead.
Sniper working.
I mean, so far, my aiming is actually not that bad with the settings so far, I gotta be honest. We're gonna be testing this versus people like Shotzi and Scump and Swag to ultimately see which pro is the best settings, but this is feeling pretty comfortable here. I can't lie to you. Nice. All right, I want to get up top here. Oh! I just got a poison camo. I won't lie to you guys. I genuinely feel as though my aim is just a little bit harder to control with this because I'm used to playing on like 1.25 or something. So that's going to be the biggest adjustment, but I don't hate it, to be honest. All right, we got to pull our shoot a little bit better right here. No, we got shot in the back. How's it playing a dead game? Black Ops 7 isn't a dead game. It just came out. What you mean, man? You might not enjoy it, which is nothing wrong with that. And guys, that was somebody that just typed in the chat. I wanted to also talk about this. I feel like, you know, a lot of people are like, hey, why are you playing Black Ops 7? Guys, one thing about me, I actually am enjoying the game, and I wasn't really enjoying Black Ops 6 multiplayer. You guys will notice last year I didn't do the camo grind on BO6. I'm actually enjoying this game, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to mix in other games. So if you guys want some Arc Raiders and some Battlefield 6, stay tuned. I did think of some video ideas for those games, and I think until the new Warzone comes out, I might mix in some other games, but the thing is, like, I don't really get this kind of very weird culture of people shaming people for playing something they enjoy, you know? I don't really get that because, you know, when Battlefield 6 came out, I didn't like shame people for playing it, and I also played it myself. I uploaded a few videos on it, but I don't really understand the whole culture of like, hey, you can't play a game you enjoy. Especially as a content creator, isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? So regardless, a little rant on that. I mean, it is what it is. Ah! Got shot in the back, but it is what it is. Oh, that guy said that was irony, bro. Oh. Whoops. Well, anyway, not even directed at that particular chatter. You know, there's been a lot of people on X and whatever like, stop playing Black Ops 7. Stop. It's just like, dude, I get it, man. If you're not enjoying it. Oh, the movement right there. We do have to test out some actual movement setting. I get it, man. You know, COD might not be for everybody nowadays, and like, it's okay to criticize the game, but there is a lot of people who are just like, all right, bro, you might be dragging it, you know? You might be dragging it just a little bit. Like, there's one thing to be like, hey, I don't like the direction this is going. I like Battlefield 6 better. I see anybody who's saying that, I see no qualms with that. Anybody who's like, I'm addicted to Arc Raiders, I'm not playing COD, I don't see a problem with that at all. The people who are constantly comparing everyday Twitch viewers, I'm just like, what is the point, brother, man? Yeah, we get it, the Twitch viewers. But there's just like, every day somebody's comparing the Twitch viewership of the games. Just play what you enjoy, in my opinion. If you enjoy Ark, beautiful. We have a lot of games everybody can enjoy. I think to be an FPS gamer right now, it's a good thing. There's a lot of good games out. And I will say this, I probably need to get over myself a little bit more and play some of those games on stream. I was talking about this earlier. I probably will try to experiment a little bit. I think a part of me is afraid, just knowing that a lot of my COD viewers only really watch me for COD. You know, sometimes I'm a little bit afraid to upload a game that isn't COD, and maybe I should get over that a little bit, but I do enjoy COD. That's the thing at the end of the day. And somebody, Big E, another streamer in the chat, very knowledgeable in streaming, just said Twitch viewer comparison is the dumbest thing ever. And I gotta be honest, it really is, because it's like with Battlefield, right? People have been using it to actually degrade Battlefield. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be honest, Battlefield. Oh, got right here. All right, let's use these controller settings. Oh my. Why did I just get sent to a European beach? I can't see everything. And I'm going to be honest, with Battlefield, right, you can't really use that as a comparison for Battlefield. I just feel like Battlefield multiplayer is not a game to watch on Twitch, but it is a fun game to play, right? Like, if you want to chill and snipe and just, I don't know, execute different things, like get in a tank, like Battlefield offers something that COD just doesn't, right? And so when people are like, Battlefield's already dead, lol, bro, I'm like, why are we dragging down all these games? Why can't we just compare them fairly, criticize them fairly? There's room for that. You know what I think it is? I think it's really just Twitter, though. That's the thing, too. I feel like the average person doesn't actually do this. It's just Twitter, people trying to, like, you know what I mean? Now that Twitter is monetized, I think that's a big element of it. I can't lie, you know? But most of the people I feel like are just, hey, if I'm not enjoying Black Ops 7, I'm just not going to play it. And then people that are enjoying Battlefield or COD, they're just enjoying their game, you know? I think that's a majority. There's obviously a lot of weird people on social media in general that just like rage bait. Like, there's a guy in the chat right now. He said, this game is dead because you're cheating on DMA. Like, we're not taking that guy seriously. That guy's obviously rage baiting. I mean, because if he thinks I'm cheating, these controller settings are not that good, little bro. Stop glazing me, you know? Like, stop glazing me, okay? I'm not a Dunkin' Donut. I'm not cheating. But at the end of the day, I think most people just want to enjoy these games and have fun, you know? Honestly, most people should just enjoy games instead of stop complaining. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is like, instead of just complaining, just play the game you enjoy. You don't enjoy COD, it is what it is, you know? I mean, obviously... Oh, wow. I need to get more headshots while I'm doing the... Ah! Oh, I might be dead. Oh! No! I will say, guys, I'm kind of adapting to these settings that Lunchtime has put out, and I'm kind of getting used to it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm curious to see how it'll compare to all these other pro settings. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, one thing I know for sure is that I picked a bad time to apparently play my first ever campaign. Because if you guys don't know, and I actually put out a tweet about this, I played my first ever campaign in Call of Duty, and it was Black Ops 7. And I put out a tweet ranking all the campaigns, and everybody was like, you never played a campaign? It appears I did make a mistake by making Black Ops 7 my first ever campaign that I did. So that's one thing that I think we can all agree on. All right, we're going to continue testing Lunchtime settings just a little bit more here because we didn't get a full game in. But so far, I think I'm going to say that I'd rate this probably like a 7 out of 10. Headshot, we'll take that. We need that for the camo grind. Check in on the camo grind videos, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to put a lot of work into the camo grind videos here. We need to get all the camos grinded before... Wait, what? All the camos grinded.
Objective secured.
I used to be a teacher. I should be embarrassed. Isn't it all the... Wait. Is that verbally accurate? Somebody in the comments let me know. I actually don't know. That might actually be verbally accurate. That might be grammatically correct. I don't know. But regardless, the point is I have to shave my beard if we don't. So in all these videos I'm doing, I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to kill 2 stones with 1 bird type of thing, you know? I'm trying to get all the camos while I test out different settings and loadouts and record other videos, you know? So far we're kind of doing well on that. Somebody in the Twitch chat just said, hey, TikTok, use... You know, most of the people on the TikTok chat are good people, all right? It's just the occasional, just like anything, man. Oh, I'm horrible, dude. I'm horrible. Somebody said, would you stop yapping and tell us what game mode this is? Never mind, TikTok. You guys suck, actually. No, it's Skirmish 20v20. Yes, Goat, I agree with you. Watching people like Lucci on Arc Raiders makes me want to hop on it. It really does. And Lucci's absolutely killing it on another game. And you know what? There's a good example, man. The good example is play the games. Oh my gosh. I got a headshot! I'm not gonna lie, though. For the people that accuse me of cheating, how do they explain all those missed shots? I had somebody who commented on my camo grind video, hey, nice video. This was entertaining, but I can't watch you with your cheating. I'm like, you really watched this video and thought I was cheating. And you almost have to laugh. You almost have to laugh if people think I'm cheating. Because I upload a lot of me failing. A lot of deaths. What's up, buddy? I'm a backstabber. They call me the Julius Caesar of ancient Rome. Wait, that doesn't make any... Never mind. We go up top here. All right, go up to this roof. Right here. Headshot! I missed so many shots in this video game. Ah! Ready? What the? Where did this guy come from? That guy just floated in here with his glider. Somebody said it's 1 stone, 2 birds. Yeah, I was hoping somebody would catch that, actually. I did that on purpose, just to see if anybody would notice. And you did. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. You passed. I did that on purpose. Yeah, I'm enjoying this mode for just testing out stuff, too. Because 6v6 multiplayer... Just inherently feels a lot more... Oh, headshot. Give me that. Dang it, I'm getting shot from all direction. It's all water under the fridge? Exactly. It's all fridge under the water, bridge under the water. And it's just a lot more fun on this mode. I know I'm beating a horse dead right now, but that's the thing. Yo, whoever watches this video back later, they're gonna be like, man, this guy managed to get every colloquial phrase long. Ah! Where did it? I don't know where that guy came from. Probably just floated in there. This guy managed to get every colloquial phrase wrong in one video. Like, I'm subscribing just for that. And that's what we hope for, okay? I'm gonna do something crazy here. You can unlock a grappling hook in this mode too. But yeah, the wingsuit is like the parachute of this mode. And I'll say this. I actually thought this was gonna feel... Oh, I thought that was an enemy. I actually thought it was gonna feel a lot more sweaty than it is. I actually don't mind it. I do not mind it at all. There's little specialist bonuses too that you can get. Oh, this guy's a sniper. Let's test out this guy's sniper. That guy is probably like, where did this guy come from? Oh, it was a headshot! It was a headshot! I broke his plates, though. Oh, my goodness. That's one of my favorite things to do in this mode, though, is just go behind people and sniff them. Just sniff their gamer chair. You can just sniff the amount of sweat on some of these people. I'm the one talking. I'm going through a wing. I'm talking about other people sweating. I'm flying with a wingsuit through the middle of the map right now. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Is this guy still up here? Is he up here? No, he's not. He's not up here. Let's try to find somebody. Yeah, the movement feels pretty good. The aim feels really good, mainly at close range. Wait. Right here. I couldn't get high enough. That's the thing with the wingsuit is you can't fly up. If you could fly up, that would be a problem. You know what I mean? That would be very broken. Because just think about it. Is when Blackout comes out, right? There's going to be a new Blackout mode, if you didn't know, coming out season 2. Only sweats are going to be playing that mode if you could fly up. Now, I think the thing is, dang it, that wasn't a headshot. You're obviously not supposed to be in Warzone. You're not supposed to be able to do that. And I'm glad they are separating the mode. Like, separating the mode is a genius thing from Call of Duty. Give us a Blackout mode. If people want to have movement and sweat a little bit more, they got Blackout. If they want a little more grounded experience, they got Warzone. And I'll just play both. I think that is a beautiful thing. And I'm glad they're not adding wall bouncing. Oh, dude, our movement was feeling good there with these settings. And Lunch didn't even really give us movement settings. So overall, yeah, I think these settings are like a solid... I mean, I'm going to say like at least an 8. Yeah. Once you adjust to the higher sense, it's not bad. As he misses every bullet. Got a long shot, though. All right, let's get one more kill. Try to do something crazy here. Put on a show to earn people's subscription here on the YouTube video. There's a guy right here. I'm going to get behind this guy and sniff him. I solved the clip! All right, for our next settings, we're going to be reacting to AllMS's graphic settings here.
Black Ops 7 to go from looking like this to looking like this. All you need are these specific...
That is very saturated.
My secret color filter setting. Over to settings, graphics, then display. Scroll all the way down to gamma and brightness and make sure this is set to 47. This is very
47,
important in
okay.
combination with my color filter settings. I'll scroll through the rest of these display settings, but make sure VSync is off for gameplay and menus.
Okay.
Head over to quality and make sure render resolution is on 100. Take a screenshot of these settings as I scroll down and make sure depth of field is turned off. Again, I'll scroll through the rest of these settings so make sure you take a screenshot to save it. Head over to view, field of view on 120, ADS field of view on affected, weapon field of view has to be on wide, world motion blur and weapon motion blur have to be off. This makes tracking your enemies as easy and crispy as possible. Now head over to interface and readability, color customization, HUD color palette to Tritronopia, change U to green, color filter filter 2, color filter target both, and world.
I am 100% going to copy these color filters here, as well as a few of these other settings. You know, I don't want to mess too much with the graphics because, you know, that can depend on your PC and things like that as to whether they're good, but we're definitely going to try that out. We're also going to try out some of Swag's controller settings and compare them to Lunchtime's here.
Oh man, so today we have the Black Ops 7 settings. As you guys know, Black Ops 7 just released. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering what is the best controller settings, best graphic settings, all that.
I was wondering that.
Without further ado, let's get straight to it, man. So what I'm gonna show you guys, the first is the controller settings.
Okay.
Black Ops 7. The game's probably gonna feel a little bit weird because they nerfed rotational aim assist. You're gonna have to play a little bit.
So this is a big discussion, man. Everybody's been talking about, oh, they nerfed rotational aim assist. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't notice it that much. Like, as somebody who misses a lot of shots, I still feel like it's fine. I don't know. I don't know if you guys in the comments or the live chat can speak to this. I just don't notice it that much, realistically. There's a lot of people saying buff the aim assist, like blah, blah, blah. It just feels fine. I don't know.
They get used to it as well. So these are my controller settings at the start. So I use tactical. I don't know what you guys use in the chat.
Yeah, I use tactical
section. I play on 1.5, 1.5.
Okay.
And I don't know anybody who plays flipped. If you play flipped, I just feel like you have like a less than a 2 KD. I don't know. I shoot with L2R2.
That's crazy.
Real
That's crazy. Lunchtime plays on flipped.
The triggers. Who shoots with L1R1? What are we talking about?
I agree though in terms of I don't use it.
I have vibration off.
Okay.
Trigger effects off, and then these are my dead zones. So I run 3 on the left stick min, 60 on the left.
So he does 60 on the left stick max, 3, and then 99
max. I have the right stick min as 3. Right stick max at 99, and then I have left and right trigger 0, which I'm actually
0. Wait, okay, I run that at 10. I'll definitely try that out. And I know that Swag is using a Scuff. By the way, you could use my code at Scuff or Control Freak if you need some new stuff, or wink wink. But I feel like if he's using this and he has a similar controller to me, that it will probably be good. But Lunchtime also did. So
for aiming,
he uses a Scuff too.
Settings, I have sensitivity multiplier. I have the only thing I really changed on this is the
he changed this to 0.9. Okay, interesting.
Look inversion, I kept the same. So then you go to aiming advanced settings.
Okay.
And then you do ADS sensitivity transition timing. I put on instant.
Okay.
It's usually at gradual. Aim response curve time, I have dynamic. And then I don't really touch the custom sensitivity.
All right, let's go try this out, as well as the graphic settings. All right, so we've gone and updated these settings here. We have color filter 2 set to world, Tritanopia, and then I've changed a few of the other settings that Swag and AllMS have changed. I mean, you guys can kind of see from the video itself. I just went and changed those. So we'll see how that feels in the range. I'm also going to try another gun here, guys, because we're trying to get our assault rifles, obviously all gold, and I've really only worked on the Peacekeeper and the M15 mod. So I'm gonna build out the MXR here, put on a few attachments for this puppy. You guys can see this is kind of what we're rocking. We don't really have many attachments here, but we'll just put on some basic stuff, and we'll test this out with a different gun. And these are kind of the perks I'm using, by the way. If you guys are looking for perks and things of that nature, I'll put on the assault pack, and let's get into the next game. All right, here we go. We need to test out if this is good. I guess these settings are good because there's a guy that's been accusing me of cheating this entire time. Even showed him my task manager, so these settings must be good. Ah! That's how you know that I guess your gameplay is not as bad as you think. Because guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'll watch back videos I do and I'm like, man, I'm so bad at this game. But then there's still people that accuse me, so I guess I can't be that bad at the game. if there's grown men that spend their Saturdays and days off accusing me of cheating, I guess we can't be that bad. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying this map. Oh, wait, these settings feel really good for me. I think this feels better. My aim feels a lot better with this. I think it's just the other sensitivity was too high. Is there a guy up here? Nope, there's not a guy up here. Crap. Dang it. But yeah, this does feel a lot better. Somebody in the enemy game has a Psalms Bible verse as their name. I love that, man. You're just raging and then you read the enemy's name. You're like, I guess I can't be that mad. Let me land here. Pull our shoot perfectly. You can actually combat roll. You guys see that? Combat rolling in this game. Okay, let's see. Boom. Guys, I actually made a video trolling with controller settings. I don't know if anybody saw... I did not know that guy was going to be there. I made a video trolling people with controller settings where I put all the wrong settings and then was like, and then quit your game and go outside. And dude, a bunch of people commented like, I was about to use these settings. I was about to screenshot. I was dying laughing. I think those are the settings videos I enjoy more than anything, is the settings where I'm just absolutely making up nothing. I'm like, hey guys, you need to try out this secret setting. And I make one of those videos every season. And I just love that so many people actually enjoy the prank of it and are like not a bad sport about it. Like some people are like, bro, how could you? But they're also joking. But then some people that are like, this is hilarious. I sent this to my friends. I think that I enjoy that a lot. that people enjoy the joke with me. Is there a guy right here? Oh, no, that's my teammate. Ah! Sorry, guys. That's my dog that keeps yelping. It's totally not me, a grown man. So far, we're not doing so hot, guys. We're 4-3. Now, if we were shooting a basketball, that'd be a great percentage. And in fact, impossible, but we are not. We are trying to get eliminations in a game that is a video. Oh my gosh, we just died. We're 4-4 now. We're like an average day for Steph Curry right now. Somebody said, just do the content you enjoy, man. That's all that matters. Yeah, I think that is all that matters. That's what I've realized, man. When you're a Call of Duty creator, anybody that wants to be a COD creator, because I know some people do that watch the videos. Listen, you know, one part of the territory is people leave rage baiting, and just Call of Duty has a wide net, you know? It's got a lot of people that play the games, and so then you have a lot of people that hate. I think enjoying... I just slid into that Semtex like an idiot. Just enjoying the content you do in the game is important. And one thing I've realized now, I'm like a year and a half into full time. I used to get so discouraged when, you know, the Warzone views. The reality is the Warzone views just get really bad when the new game isn't out yet, right? And it's honestly kind of understandable. Because the reality is less people are going to want to watch Warzone when the game is not fresh. It just kind of makes sense, right? And so what I've realized is, okay, the game isn't fresh, whatever. If I want to upload or play Warzone, I'm still just going to play it, though. Because I think the content's better when you're enjoying what you do. And luckily, the Black Ops 7 camo grind has been enjoyable for me. And I have been enjoying Black Ops 7, which is the good news. And last year, I didn't enjoy Black Ops 6, and I stuck to Warzone. And I think... oh my gosh, I'm shooting in circles here, man. It's important to play what you enjoy. That'll just say, oh my gosh, I just got destroyed. CPred's less yapping, more testing. You're right. Lock in. And I just try not to let the views when they go down affect me. Just make the best video you can, have fun, put your personality into it, and that's all you can do. You know, you can't really, it used to affect me way worse than it does now, I would say. Now, obviously you're not feeling great. You're not like, oh, great. But it is what it is, you know? Ah! You can't let it affect you. Buster is just out to play today. Gotta be somebody up top here. Headshot! Give me that headshot. We need to grind headshots while we're doing these videos, too. Oh, where's this guy shooting me from? Oh, we're here. Oh, plate up. No, we can't. We don't plates. Ah! I do like that there's plates in this game mode because it really makes... Why am I freezing here? I'm absolutely freezing. Let me gather my thought here. It makes me get ready for Warzone with the loadouts. And as a Warzone player, I feel like it just feels more natural playing this game mode, to be honest. Somebody said, bro, I used to hate you because of the way you talk, but you're becoming way better. Oh, well, that sucks. I used to hate you? Dang. That's tough. Oh, we just did a little combat roll there. Wait, how did I do that? I got to try to replicate that. I'll say this. I think being a content creator... Ah! Snake him. You know, being a content creator, people are inevitably going to hate you, man. And I went to a wedding recently. Nobody asked for this story, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Also, just to talk about these settings, I feel like these are slightly above lunchtime settings for me. And that is no disrespect on lunchtime, because that's my goat right there. I just think these fit my playstyle a little bit better. I think the 1.5 aiming is really what is doing it for me. That 1.5 aiming, I think, is a lot better. But I was at a wedding recently for one of my college friends, and my friends asked me, they're like, hey, do you get hate comments? Like, surely you don't get hate comments, right? I'm like, dude, hundreds sometimes per day. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. What are we shooting at, bro? I didn't lose that. And they're like, you get hate comments? I'm like, listen, bro, it's the internet. It's the Call of Duty community. And some people will hate on you, and then later they'll realize they like the content. And that's the story we're here for, okay? We're here for that guy that commented in the chat, hey, I used to hate you, but now I like the videos. That's what it's about. Okay? Sort of. I mean, obviously, we're not trying to get people hating us, but, you know, it is what it is. And when you're making content on the internet, it comes with the territory, right? I think this is definitely what I wanted to do eventually. Oh my gosh. At the end of the day, right, you're gonna have to acknowledge that being a content creator on the internet is a pretty good job in a lot of ways. And so if it comes with some downsides, right? Like, I just think the downsides are not as much as the upside, right? Obviously, because I'm doing this. This guy's still over here, I think. Is this guy still here? I don't think he's here. No, I don't think he's here, actually. Oh, he is. Headshot, baby. And, you know, I think some of the few downsides, like, sure, they are some downsides. Like, I'll tell you one downside, ladies and gentlemen, that is actually hilarious that you would never expect. And you would never expect this. So when you go on, let's just say extracurricular apps like Hinge, right? It's kind of funny. I don't use Tinder, but I do use Hinge, I'll be honest. Pretty much every conversation I have on that app, you want to know how it goes? It's kind of funny. You get a conversation going, you start to get to know somebody, and then they ask, what do you do for work? Okay? And now you think to yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that sharing what you do for work when you're a content creator would actually be a plus, right? Like, you would think people would be like, oh, you're a YouTuber? Like, that's amazing. But dude, when you're like 28 and you're in your older 20s, it's actually not a plus. It's actually a deterrent because people either don't understand it or they want nothing to do with it. Which honestly, I kind of can't hate people for that. Because think about it. When you're trying to raise a family, do you want somebody who's a content creator on the internet? Honestly, probably not. You probably don't. Like, if you think about it, you probably do not want that. And so the struggle becomes, you have people that, like, in a bad way, want it to be your job, if that makes sense. Like, they're like, oh, you're a YouTuber? Like, oh, yeah. Like, oh, I'm trying to become a YouTuber. And, like, there's people who, like, are almost not even, they don't really even like you, but they just want to match with you because you're a YouTuber. And then you have people who want nothing to do with you because you're one, right? So that's one of the downside, one of the few downsides of being a YouTuber. Almost just got ran over. Another downside is just like the amount of hate you have to read, but I feel like at the end of the day, you just got to get thick skin and not read it, you know? You can't run me over. I'm behind this little rock here, buddy. Oh, let's go. We got a low blow too. Hopefully that's for an achievement. And so at the end of the day, right, doing what I do is a blessing, and this is what I wanted to do. There is some downsides, but I think at the end of the day, it outweighs a lot of the downsides with the positive things, you know? So that's what it is. Now, let me know in the YouTube comments, do you guys like when we do these videos live and we show some of the chats? Yes or no? Because I'm genuinely curious if it detracts from the experience. Wait, what the heck? Oh my gosh, that's a decoy. I'm curious for people watching the video whether it adds to the interest or not of the overall video or if it takes away. So let me know in the comment section of this video when it comes out. I just took a big old quick scope to the face right there. I think we need to try to fly around the side here. So this is one of the maps, by the way, on Skirmish. I do really enjoy this map. There's a guy right here. I think I like the other map slightly better, maybe, because of all the buildings that you can play off of. It makes the wingsuit kind of fun. And don't get me wrong, guys. I don't think the wingsuit would be as great in the, whatchamacallit, in Warzone. I don't really like the wingsuit in Warzone, but I do think in this mode it's fun. All right, game 2 of testing out these settings. My initial idea is that I think these are settings that I would more closely use, simply just based off the sensitivity and stuff like that. Is that a guy? No, that's a flag. Let me try to go up top here. Oh! I just hit a tree. Watch out for that tree. Da, 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 da. What is that from again? Is that from George of the Jungle? I don't know why that got stuck in my head. I'm going to go up top. You guys know what I got to do here. I do think they help. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to chase this guy. I'm going to chase this guy. How long with this guy? The other guy saw me, but he didn't. Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh, I love sniffing people. Wait, hang on. Ready? I'm gonna wall bounce behind this guy. I think I saw a guy go in here, did I not? Man who went up the ladder. Oh, he's right here. Yo, this is hilarious. Stop shooting my friend! Wait, let me try to go behind this guy. What is happening right now? I'm sniffing so many people right now. This is amazing, dude. They all smell like perfume and gamer chair and camo grind. That's what they all smell like, guys. They all smell exactly like me, just lovely. They smell like lovely individuals, productive citizens of society that have showered. Like, you'd be surprised, guys. They smell amazing. I'm not biased at all. Uh-oh. We're taking shots, mate. We're taking shots. See, you can't fly all the way up with the glider, and that's why I think it's actually kind of balanced. Wait, I didn't pick up any plates from those dudes? Yeah, it's because other people are killing them. Somebody said, bro, you're weird. COD players don't shower. Guys, they do. Trust me. I'm a COD player, man. I shower. I'm extremely employed. I showered. I got a wife and 3 kids, all right? You could trust me, man. Okay? You guys can trust little old me, right? Guys, when have I ever steered you wrong? Okay? When have I ever steered you wrong? Ugh! Up top. Hit the melee for no reason. Oh, that didn't even work. Is there anybody still up here? No, it looks like it's just our team. Yeah, overall, I think these aiming settings are solid. And I think I'm potentially going to go back to these at the end. We'll do a little grand reveal on what I believe are the best settings, you know. Dude, if you hit a building, you can, like, restart your glider. You know, practicing this mode for Blackout's going to be huge. Ah! Definitely want to practice this and get ready for the Blackout mode. Now, let me know in the comments, do you guys mainly want me to cover Warzone or Blackout? I'm curious. I feel like it's mainly going to be Warzone that you guys are going to want me to cover because there's, you know, it's less sweaty. Warzone is not going to have wall bouncing and stuff, so that's the thing. The wife is unavailable right now. Yeah, somebody gets it, man. Somebody gets it, guys. My wife is just busy, okay? My wife is doing something. She's not available right now. She hasn't been available for a while. I get it. She's a busy lady, okay? She travels the country. She's actually out of the country. She goes to another school. That's why you guys haven't seen her, okay? You get the inside joke here, a real one. All right, buddy, stop with the movement, okay? We got YY TikTokers in Black Ops 7 already. Really? Too busy to bathe you? No, she does bathe me just from remotely. She has a remote job. Let me go up top and do this. Ugh. Right here. Hit the wingsuit. Bounce off the building. Oh, that might be a play. That might be the play, ladies and gentlemen. That one felt good. All right, now that we've tested out swag and all MS's settings, I think it's time to go test out a actual COD Pro CDL settings and see if they're any better. All right, so now we're going to an actual CDL player in Shotzzy. And if you don't know, Shotzzy is pretty much one of the guys that always has some sort of movement tech. So he should have some pretty good settings here. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So he's got 1.75.
If this video is
he does flip.
Posted, it could dedefinitely change. But
so he said he could change his settings.
Dead zones are always going to be the same.
0-375.
0-75, 399, 00. Actually, I'm going to run 10 on this one.
Apparently Mace is
what?
Oh, never mind, there he is.
Aiming advanced settings, you obviously want dynamic and then instant.
Yeah.
Movement, sprint assist on, obviously.
Okay. Sprint assist on.
All this.
Hybrid sprint restore.
The wall assist.
He has wall jump assist off? Really? Interesting. Okay, we definitely need to try this out. He has mantle assist, crouch assist, corner slice, wall jump assist off. Obviously has sprint assist on. Interesting. Okay, we got to go try this. So people in the chat are kind of telling me that I should have known that these are the best settings. So we're going to try this out and put his exact settings. He had that on 0, that on 10, and then he has all this pretty much off, to my understanding. Aiming advanced is pretty much the same. The only thing is I don't think he has, you know, custom sensitivity per zoom or anything. So, like, you know, we could take that off in theory, like the sensitivity multiplier. I don't know if he has that on, but I feel like I actually like 0.9. We'll leave that. Wait, I had this off? Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. I had this off. I think I've been selling. Oh wait, I had this off too. Okay, interesting. He has this on hybrid. So I had that off the whole time. I didn't even realize that. He has this off, this on. All right, we'll try out some of these settings. I wonder what his movement advanced settings were because I didn't see that. I think what happened was when I switched from Xbox Game Pass to Battle.net, you know, I had some of the settings different. Like I had gone through and changed some of the settings. So I guess I had wall jump assist off this entire time. And we'll definitely try out these settings here. Wait, this feels so much better. I did not realize I had sprint assist off this whole time. This feels amazing. Let's actually switch our gun back to the Peacekeeper though. But wow, those movement settings feel immediately better from Shotzzy. And some of them I should have had on already, transparently, and did not even realize that I didn't have them on. But hey, it is what it is. Gotta hit more headshots here. I still don't know how I feel about the 1.5 sensitivity. Just keeping it a buck. I don't know how I feel about that, but it feels very fluid. So we can just bounce off this. Somebody was sniping me. Yeah, who is sniping me here? Am I blind? Don't answer that, ladies and gentlemen. I think I actually am blind. Go up top. But yeah, you know, a lot of people have been asking my take on Black Ops 7. And I think if you're somebody who... Ooh, headshot. If you like zombies and you're going to play that, and this looks appealing to you like this mode, I think this mode is fun, personally. But if you are somebody who you like camo grinding, you like getting achievements, I think this COD is going to go down like Modern Warfare 3. That is my take, and I think a lot of people will call me delusional. They'll say, it's not going to be like Modern Warfare 3, but if you guys remember Modern Warfare 3, it had a lot of hate. People did not like watching it. They did not like playing it. And then the content made the... Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, these might be the settings for movement. And it ended up being a good COD, and that's what I think is going to end up happening with this game. But is it worth your value? I don't know. I'm not sure it's really worth the average person buying it, to be honest. I would say, in terms of it being worth the value of your purchase, I would say it really depends on if you're going to play zombies and camo grind. If you're not, I would say probably not. Just to be transparent. As a content creator, I'm going to buy everything because it's a business expense for me to buy the video games. Battlefield 6 was a business expense. Arc Raiders was a business expense. I almost lost that, by the way. I almost lost that. And then, obviously, this game is a business expense, so... I just broke my legs. So at the end of the day, that's kind of my take on it. I'm always pretty much going to buy any game that I could make content on. Whether it be Battlefield or Arc Raiders, it's a business expense. So content creators, we're going to buy everything. If you're somebody who the budget's kind of tight, I don't know why you would buy this over Battlefield transparently. Just being honest. And that's not like, I want Call of Duty to succeed. I do. If you're a Call of Duty guy that you just love COD, you're probably going to enjoy this. If you just love every COD, you love camo grinding, then yeah, you're going to get value out of it. Because camo grinding is fun in this mode. But if you don't like camo grinding, you don't like achievement grinding, try out Warzone maybe. But if you're like a COD multiplayer person, I think you're really going to enjoy this. Like if you were somebody who played Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and you enjoyed that game, if you enjoyed Modern Warfare 3, you're going to love this game. All my friends that play every Call of Duty every year are loving this game because of the no skill-based matchmaking and the camo grinding, right? Me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. As soon as I get all the camos, that guy just wingsuited up. Wait, did he just do a grappling hook? I think that guy just grappling hooked because I don't think you can wingsuit from the ground like that. I will be going back to Warzone, personally. I think Warzone is a better experience. I'm mainly playing this mode, and I will be on Warzone. Multiplayer does feel like it doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. So if you... Now, some people are saying, hey, the game still feels sweaty. And I'm going to be honest, guys. The game feels sweaty because on the game release, everybody who's really good at the game is going to be playing it, you know? So that's why the game feels sweaty. But I've had games where I've gotten smacked, absolutely slapped across the face, like I was somebody handing Will Smith an award at the Grammys. And then other games where I felt like, you know what? I'm dumpstering people like I'm Oscar the Grouch. That's just the element of it. Skill-based matchmaking doesn't mean you're not going to get bot lobbies. Like, you're going to get lobbies where the other team is bad, and you're going to get lobbies where you're getting destroyed. But I feel like there's not skill-based matchmaking. Even though a lot of people are saying there is, I don't think there is. And that feels good. So if you enjoy that, you'll definitely enjoy the game. If you don't enjoy COD multiplayer grinding, I probably wouldn't go for it, you know, transparently. And that's a pretty vanilla take. That's not a crazy take, you know, that's very, but I'm just trying to be practical here. Like, I could be like this. I could be like, I could go one of two ways, right? When I give reviews on stuff, I could say, Call of Duty is back. And by the way, when I do say Call of Duty is back, some people don't get this. How did I not get a headshot there? When I do reviews, I could approach it and actually be like Call of Duty is back, but that's mainly a joke. Like, T-Dog and I are always on Twitter saying Call of Duty is back. Guys, that is a meme. We obviously want Call of Duty to be good, but that's a meme. Some people don't get that for some reason. So, like, I'm not going to give you a review of Call of Duty is back. Somebody asked my review is not going to be Call of Duty is back. No! I almost got him. Bro, this mode is not for camo grinding. Your beard gotta go. Uh-oh. They got the Cronus guy? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. There was a chatter named Omen who just gave a super chat. Very generous of him. He sent us a channel of somebody advertising a Cronus, and apparently his channel actually did get taken down, which is great. He was using a Cronus in Battlefield and COD and advertising it. Like, legit showing the Cronus and being like, hey, I'm using a Cronus, go buy it with my code. Apparently his channel got taken down, which is fantastic news. And I love when that stuff happens. And you know, at the end of the day, guys, I did a reaction video on Instagram, TikTok, and second channel of reacting to somebody using aimbot, kind of showing that it was a thing. This guy's a YouTuber. That guy's a YouTuber. And somebody said, you know, Zpreds, I don't know why you react to people cheating, kind of like making the problem worse. I'm like, I get it, and I try to take the feedback and hear when people, but there's a lot of feedback that people have for me. You know, some people are like, stop playing this game, it sucks. That's the type of feedback I don't really listen to, because they're just kind of saying they don't want to play it, which is fine. And the feedback is, hey, can you try uploading some other games? That feedback's okay when people ask that, right? But if people are like, hey, this game sucks, stop uploading, that's not good feedback to listen to. But when people say, hey, I don't like how you reacted to that video, I can always listen to feedback like that, right? But my logic is, I try to react to stuff just to get it. You guys have given me a platform and audience, and I feel like if Call of Duty was to look at any of my stuff, I should react to stuff and try to have Call of Duty see it. And now maybe I do that wrong, and you know, as a content creator, I'm always going to mess up. I almost got him. I almost got him. But at the end of the day, that's the goal, right? I'll say this. I am liking these settings from Shotzzy quite a bit. These settings are solid, man. They're good. I would recommend trying them out. Let's try to get a few more kills here before this game. We're trying to go for like some trolls right now. And yeah, people are asking if I'm going to play Battlefield. I've uploaded some Battlefield videos, but ladies and gentlemen, I do have a video idea for Battlefield. I just think it's going to do bad, and I think I have to get over it, right? I have to get over myself. I think if I have an idea that I want to do for Battlefield, it's probably going to do poorly because a lot of people, you know, a lot of people only watch me for COD, and that's valid. And I think I just have to upload one, see how it does. And if it does bad, you move on, right? And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload an Arc Raiders video too. And I fully expect it to be one of the worst videos, like view-wise, I've ever done. That's okay. That guy was also just doing what I was doing. He was standing behind the enemy there just waiting. I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to put my best effort into it. And hey, if it doesn't do well, at least I had fun. You know, that's my effort. And then when Warzone comes out, we're going full into Warzone. But in terms of like, what do I rate Black Ops 7 out of 10? I think I would give the multiplayer for me is like a 7.58. I actually really enjoy it. I just think it is kind of sweaty. And I know that's a stupid, that is kind of a stupid feedback to give, that the game is sweaty. But no, when I give feedback like that, I'm trying to think from the average person, right? The average person is probably just going to feel like this, right? They're going to feel like Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 are not different enough and it's too sweaty. That's why I'm giving it an 8. I enjoy it, but just from the average person perspective, I don't think it changes enough on the multiplayer side for people to buy it, right? The attachments are very similar. You know, the attachments are so similar to each other. It's just the UI, stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to give it an 8. I think it just, for the average person, it's not going to feel like enough of a change for them to spend $70. That's just the reality. Campaign was actually my first ever campaign, and I'm not going to lie. People said that I messed up by making this my first campaign. So I don't know what to rate the campaign. It's the first campaign I've ever played, but I guess I got to give it like a 4. I don't know. My main thing about the campaign, guys, is when I heard about Call of Duty campaigns, everybody said it was a story about a war-torn path, right? And the campaign felt like zombies to me. You know what I mean? Campaign just felt like brain rot, like I was shooting zombies. So it didn't feel like a campaign. That's the thing. It just felt like zombies and shooting stuff the whole time. It felt like I was just constantly shooting stuff. That's my critique of the campaign. If I didn't play it with my friend Shady and Fear, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. I kind of enjoyed it because I was playing with the boys to some extent, you know? So that's my thing on the campaign. Zombies, I'm gonna play zombies for the camo grind. So come back to me on zombies. I only played it in the beta. So, but you know, some people are typing in the chat, they're like, hey, could you do a video on Red Dead Redemption? I have some ideas for other games. I'm afraid to try them. Hit the stim. Played up. Oh, we were going to do something with the movement there. Okay, back to the topic at hand. I think Shotzzy's movement settings are very good. I would try them. And I think we're going to try out like one more group of settings here before we make the ultimate conclusion on what settings am I using for Call of Duty Black Ops 7? All right, guys, now we get to, obviously, the GOAT of COD. We got to look at Scump's Black Ops 7 settings.
It's BO7 beta day, and I got the settings that'll make you not suck. Here we go.
I don't know about that.
1.65, 1.65.
Okay.
Flip them things. R1, L1. Dead zones, very important, folks. Got to change your dead zones if you're playing controller. If you don't do it, you are playing at a disadvantage. 0, 99, 3, 99, 0,
Really?
0.
Okay. Try that out.
And you go here, advanced. I play instant.
Makes sense.
Dynamic aim curve, obviously. That's
Makes
all
sense.
for here. Next, sprint assist. I ain't following GAs, folks. Tactical sprint assist on.
I think you can't have that on the CDL, is what he's saying.
This I do slide only. You can do hybrid, whatever you play on.
Slide only, really?
Automatic airborne, turn that off so you're not mantling on accident. Yep, that's it for that. And then this, I didn't change anything. All right, next, graphics. Here we go, graphics. FOV 100.
He plays on 100 FOV. I'm not a big fan of 100 FOV, just because I'm a Warzone player, and the wider FOV gives you less visual recoil, and you can see more around you, which in Warzone is kind of important. But we're gonna go ahead and just test this out, man, and see what happens here. All right, we have Scump settings here. We're gonna see exactly how it is. I'm gonna jump across this room. What the was that? You can do that? Yo, we just went flying. There's so many people over here too. I'm gonna try to jump right into this here. So here's where it's crazy. Look at that. That's going to be insanely sweaty in Blackout. But I'm glad they're not deleting Warzone. Like, they're keeping Warzone in the game. Ooh. Ooh. These are Scump settings. We got to be able to hit our... I will say this. Yeah, I think mixing Shotzzy and Scump settings... I mean... Toxic camo. We got toxic camo. Let's go. We're getting close. I mean, it's kind of obvious, guys, but mixing two of the best players' settings is obviously a good thing. And I think this is going to be close to what we end up landing on here for our, you know, end settings that we end up going with. Yep, this feels good. Who knew that if you take one of the best aimers of all time and the best movement players of all time, you can get some good settings? All right, let's push over this way. I enjoy playing this so much more than the regular multiplayer. I really do. And it makes sense as a Warzone player. It really does, but... Like, of course a Warzone player is going to like this more. But I think it's more enjoyable for the camo grind. It's more enjoyable for YouTube videos. And this Peacekeeper is a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you guys didn't get the class yet, earlier in the video... Wait, where's the class setup? Is that only in Warzone? Dude, I thought the attachments are supposed to pop up. Yep, these settings are good. Wow. These settings are very good. I also feel like there's less sweaty players in these lobbies. 6v6 multiplayer has a lot more sweats than this mode does. Just transparently. What? Guys, Scump settings will not give you a free Cronus. I just missed every shot there on that guy. I feel like there's been a lot of people accusing us of using a Cronus today, yet we have missed entire magazines. Yeah, this skirmish 20v20 mode is really exactly what I believe Blackout is. Like, Blackout is gonna... Look at this beautiful map, by the way, guys. Look at Avalon. It was just windy. Yeah, it was just windy, guys. The wind just took my shots there. Wall bouncing, grappling hooks. Now, if you want the regular multiplayer experience, this is not it. I think Warzone players, though, will enjoy this mode more than the multiplayer, to be honest. All right. Oh! See if we can beam this guy. Mantle up. Or mount up, not mantle. Is he going to peek? He's not going to peek. I'm going to put this down. Ready? We're going to bounce off this tree. You guys see that? We just bounced off that tree to stop our glide cleanly. On that corner? Where'd this guy go? LZPR on my mark. This guy just disappeared. This guy's like my ex-girlfriend, man. I just looked away for 1 second and he was gone. Where'd he go? Oh, somebody gliding. And you can shoot people while they're gliding. Like, I don't think the movement's too broken because, like, you can shoot people pretty easily while they're in their, like, quote-unquote parachute, you know? Hellstorm inbound. Oh! Just a little snake in action. They call me Kevin Durant because I snake better than the rest. Actually, I'm sorry, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, please come back to Brooklyn. I take it back. When Kevin Durant got traded from the Nets was a bad day for me. I would go in person and watch a ton of Nets games, man. I used to live in Brooklyn, so it'd just be so easy. And now I don't even want to go to a Nets game now. Headshot! Give me that. Give me that. Somebody said I'm in your lobby. Uh-oh. Yeah, overall, Avalon looks beautiful. I think Warzone, like, look at this, guys. Avalon is just absolutely gorgeous. Can we emote or something? Wow. Look at that, guys. Now, saturation-wise, when people say, oh, it kind of looks like Fortnite, I do understand it has a lot of colors. I just don't mind playing a vibrant map. I actually like the saturation. Personally, it being colorful to me is good. Like, I also think Battlefield 6 looks good with some saturation, but that's just me. I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea. You can adjust those things though. Like, you can always turn down the colors if you don't like it. That's the thing. But I get it. It's not for everybody. I think Warzone players are going to be eaten this year though. Camos, content, blackout. Come here, buddy. Oh wait, we got a little specialist here then. Oh. If you open these up, you actually get kill streaks and power-ups that you can use. But yeah, we're getting Rebirth revamped. We're getting a new Resurgence map. Warzone, I think I'm a lot more optimistic. Somebody said in the chat, don't tell me this is Warzone. This is not Warzone. No, this is not Warzone. Not Warzone at all. What the? Hey, that guy didn't see me. This is Skirmish in Black Ops 7, but the blackout mode is going to look like this. Can't do anything without a super team. Yeah, me and Kevin Durant both, man. I wonder if you can trick shot with snipers in this mode. Probably can. We're going to bounce off this tree. Yeah, like that was just fundamentally, I'm not going to lie, that was fun for me. Ah! But do I think it's good that they're not putting this fully in Warzone? Absolutely. I think it's good that Warzone's not going to have this. Like, I'm glad Warzone's not going to have wall bouncing or wingsuits. It's good. It's good that it won't at the end of the day. I was one of the people, man, and I'm just going to say this. No offense to all the other content creators, but at Call of Duty Next, a lot of content creators were saying they should add this stuff into Warzone. And I said they shouldn't. And I feel like a lot of people that watch my videos and play Warzone would not want this in Warzone. It would, like, I don't think they would. And I was one of the people who was like, I don't think you should add wall bounce into Warzone. And I'm so glad they didn't. Like, oh my gosh. When we gave feedback, as you guys know, I got to play the new map early. I said, one of the things I told the developers, I was like, please don't add wall bouncing to Warzone. And I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so glad they didn't. Because I think it would ruin Warzone. I really think it would. I was relieved when I saw in COD Next that they hadn't added it. Like, oh my goodness. I guess in theory they could, but now they have blackout. So like, I don't think they're going to do it. Because they have blackout mode for the sweaty wall bouncing and stuff. Yeah, wall jumping and blackout's going to be cinema, but like blackout is going to be, anybody who likes movement is going to love blackout, but it does not belong in Warzone. Warzone should stay, like, let's be real, guys. When was Warzone the best? Warzone was the best when Infinity Ward, I know I'm going to take hate for this. People are going to say that I'm hating. Warzone is best when Infinity Ward runs it. It just is, because they know how to make a Warzone. You know what I mean? Who's shooting at us, bud? Who's shooting at us? Yep, play it up, play it up. Who's shooting at us, brother? Smells like gamer chair.
Attacking objective for immediate lockdown.
He was sniping, guys. He was sniping. He was trying out Scump sniper settings. You know, that's all he was doing. Somebody said in the chat that person couldn't have been real. No, he was. He was. I'm telling you guys, this mode is fun. It feels less sweaty. There's just, it just feels more fun to play this mode over the regular multiplayer. It just does. That's like the 7th person that I've landed behind them and sniffed them. And they all smell amazing, man. They all smell like perfume. Wait, this guy over here. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. They're trying to stun me. Guys, they're trying to stun me, but you know what? They don't know about the flank. Yeah?
TACOM, Dempsey requesting CUAV.
They don't know about the flank, okay?
Hostile pinpoint grenade.
Ready? We're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have some fun. Ready? We're gonna mess around here. We're gonna go up top. Ready? Now we go back. Now we go back. I'm just playing Ring Around the Rosie here.
Eyes up.
Ah! Wait. You're a decoy, buddy. I'm not falling for you. Not falling for you. Not a concussion. I feel like I'm in the NFL.
Dempsey requesting LTBR.
All right. Now we just wait. All right, now we'll go get some kills. We got 1:23 left. Look at that combat roll. I don't know how I'm combat rolling. I got to figure that out. Ready?
Get down. Be advised, you're approaching a supply cache.
This guy wants to snipe at me? You want to snipe at me, buddy? Oh, you do. You do. I don't have any plates. I don't have any plates. Wait. Oh, he's not even up there. That's a tree. That might have been the worst display of aim. Quite possibly the worst display of aim I think anybody's ever put on in a game of Call of Duty ever. But here's the good thing, guys. We just tested out a bunch of settings, and now I'm ready to kind of tell you what I'm going to keep for my settings and why, ultimately revealing what I'm going to go with. We tested out a lot of different pro settings, and I think I've decided what settings I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to throw out. Okay, guys, after testing all these settings, I'm going to go with 1.5 as my sensitivity. I feel like it's the perfect blend of being able to react and just to be able to hit your shot. So I'm going to stick with swag sensitivity of 1.5. Then I'm definitely not going to turn on controller vibration, but for dead zone, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think a good spot to put this is 5. I actually do think I like this at 70, and a few people had that. And I think I actually do prefer this at just 1. I think just 1 overall is perfect versus 0. So that's the settings I'm going to go with here. Then for aiming advanced settings, I mean, honestly, we're just going to leave everything exactly as it was here. So everybody had pretty much the same settings here, which is important. Then when we go over to our movement, I'm definitely going to leave this where it was. This felt very smooth overall with Shotzzy settings. I'm going to turn off mantle assists. I'm going to turn crouch assists off. I think combat roll assists, I'm going to keep this as always so that we always combat roll whenever we're going to die to fall damage. I think that'll be useful so that you guys don't have to like pull your parachutes in Warzone, which will be huge. Then for the wall jump assist, I think I'm going to leave that off, actually. I think I did enjoy that. I'm going to keep tap the slide on. I do think I like it over hybrid. And then when it comes to airborne mantle, I think I'm on partial. These two on. This as off. Wingsuit as manual. For wall jump activation, I honestly just think this is good as is. But one setting that I kind of want to experiment with more than I might test out is I kind of want to do... honestly, I kind of want to try wall jump assist on. So that's kind of where I'm at after going through all these different pro settings. Let me know in the comments, what settings are you going to try out? Was this a helpful video? And what content do you guys want to see before Warzone is here? I'm planning on posting Arc Raiders a little bit and Battlefield. We're going to test out a video or two before Warzone. A lot more Black Ops 7 camo grind. But let me know what you in particular watching this video want to watch. And as always, stay humble, stay hungry. There's 2 more videos on your screen. We'll catch you guys in the next one.